gonna give us a little small window. What are we supposed to do with that?
Man, that's messed up. Yeah.
All right. Well, we are live. It's Trying Hip Hop Podcast. We are live on Instagram, live on YouTube, and live on Facebook. So we appreciate y'all. We appreciate technology for making this possible. But this your man Kurt Dog, and this is
How we doing the thing? You know what I'm saying? We here, son.
We Here, son. We here, son. We gonna get started in a few minutes. I'm gonna let Howie invite some people in, and we got a few things to talk about. We will not keep y'all long, but we gonna make it hot for y'all. So
most likely, because niggas got jobs.
Jobs, Jobs.
How's your week been, man?
My week was pretty good, man. I can't complain. My youngest stepdaughter got a birthday coming up tomorrow.
Okay.
So we're getting ready to do it big for her. Earlier this week, me and my older stepdaughter, we went to see the Tyler Perry play, the farewell play. That was really good. We enjoyed that. We had a lot of fun. So we're I guess sad to see that he's calling it quits on the whole character thing, but it was still kind of cool to be able to see the last show. We went out to Winston and saw it.
So hold on, he's doing the play, but he's also doing the movie as well, right? Of it.
Yeah, it's a different storyline. So the play is just called the Farewell Tour. So it's just basic family drama for the play, but the movie is more so about a funeral and comedy and all that good stuff. But yeah, the play was really good. Completely different storyline and everything. So y'all need to go see that. Definitely, it's good if you get a chance. You know what I mean. Support that. It's a man, doing his thing, hustling and keeping his business going. And I'm sure he's gonna still do more movies, but
yeah, probably not more of the
Madea stuff. Yeah, he might be venturing into more serious stuff and all of that, So good luck to you, Tyler. But yeah, he went out with a bang. I have to admit, the play was really good, so I can't even complain. But as far as the work week, that's been pretty good. No complaints there, just punching that clock and getting back home to grind in other ways, So what about you, man? How's your week been?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Yesterday, I had to, so like I said, I do I do have two jobs.
Okay.
So
two jobs.
Two jobs, man. Yeah, I think I'm Jamaican somewhere. Anywho, so basically what happened is yesterday we didn't have my other coworker didn't show up she had some issues like with her shoulder or something like that. So basically, and I had to go in there like dumb early, clean the bath, because like she cleaned the bathrooms and stuff. I do like the office and like all the trash and stuff.
Right.
But I got that done quick. Cause usually I'm like bong bong bong, you know what I'm saying? They got me this new vac. I'm like bong bong, bong 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 bong, and just getting it knocked out. You know what I'm saying? So so I did that, and I did the bathrooms, man. The bathrooms, man. It looked like some girl, like in the female bathroom. All of them weren't too bad, but this one particular one looked like she was just sitting down like mid shit and just hit everything but the toilet. Oh man!
What did that haberdashery and hemoglobin?
Man, that was bad.
That's not good.
That was bad. But other than that, I mean, it wasn't bad though. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I knocked it out, and it is what it is.
That's what's up, man. Hey, it is what it is. I've done that kind of work before. I worked in hotels cleaning bathrooms. I worked for a cleaning company, and bathrooms are the worst. But it got to be done.
Yeah,
so, you got to do it,
and it has to be done daily.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I'm glad that she's back, so I can do these offices and stuff. Don't have to be all nasty.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, so,
yep.
But yeah, it was a humbling experience. Yeah.
Trying to invite some people myself real quick. It looks like it's letting me invite some people. So
I'm trying to get let me see here. I finally just got into I'm trying to what in the world? So here we go. So while we inviting people, let's go ahead and talk about the Oscars. I personally did not see everything.
Yeah. I mean, it was all right, man. I watched it, but I kind of skimmed through it because basically what I did was we DVR'd it. So we recorded it, and then I went back and just kind of, I hate to say it, but I fast forwarded through a lot of it.
No, I don't blame you.
I just wanted to see the highlights, and so, see the people who, really deserved something. Who was it? Was it Glenn Close that didn't get the win? But hasn't got one yet. I think. Yeah. Yeah. She got beat out by Lady Gaga.
Oh yeah, I heard that was like one of the big ones.
Yeah. So Lady Gaga, her movie, that was taking home quite a few awards.
Her and Bradley Cooper. What was the name of the movie?
Star is Born.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm sure it's a good movie and everything, but it's like Glenn Close been doing this for way too long for her not to have an Oscar. You know what I mean? And they said she's been nominated like 7 or 8 times now.
Man,
so
that's how it goes, man. I think, like I said, I think that's why a lot of people are kind of just get pulled out of these, things in general, because it's just like, man, people just don't really have appreciation.
Right.
I mean, not necessarily not the people like the public. As far as like, the people on the awards committee and stuff.
Right.
They just want to, for every reason, it's got to be towards them, what they,
Right.
Instead of like what the people feel. That's the way I feel about it.
Yeah. I can definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I didn't. I was happy about Black Panther winning a couple awards.
Yeah, definitely. The lady who did the costume design, I think, on there, won an award for that, and that was her first. She was like the first Black female to win in that category, so that was dope.
Is her name Hannah Beckley?
I can't remember.
Hannah Beckley is the one that did I think she built like what you call like a world builder or something like that.
Okay. She might have.
I think she won something. I don't know, or they mentioned her.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't really watch the whole thing. I know that Bohemian Rhapsody, which I wanted to see that movie because I do like Queen, but.
I liked a few of their songs, and I was a fan, but I don't know, the movie just wasn't really that interesting for me. I didn't really care about the backstory. But, I may check it out one of these days from home. I just didn't feel like going to the movies to see it, but once it becomes available on TV, yeah, I'll probably go see it. But yeah, I think it's definitely an interesting story. A lady I know said she saw it and she felt like it wasn't as good as it should have been, but it was definitely winning awards. You know what I mean? So, they must have done something right.
Yeah.
And they're making the Elton John movie now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're doing his story, and it's going to be just kind of like the Queen thing, where somebody else plays him and portrays him. Do you know the dude who you ever seen that movie Kingsman?
Nah, I heard of it. Samuel L. Jackson's in it, right?
Yeah, he was in it. But the main dude, he's the one playing Elton John. He was also in. What's the other movie? He was in a movie where he was like, I think it was a real story about a dude. It was like a skiing thing where the dude was underdog in skiing or snowboarding or something like that, and he wound up reaching the top, and it was like a true story. He was the main character in that. That was like 2 or 3 years ago. But he's a good actor. This dude, he's really good. He just hasn't really made a big name for himself.
Yeah.
But his face is getting to be well known. So you might know him once you see him, though.
That's what's up. And but yeah, so let's switch gears here a little bit while we still inviting some folks. We need we need some more. Speaking of the Oscars and stuff like that,
Right.
and movies in general. We're at a point now that we need to have some movies about hip hop artists, which we have the Tupac All Eyes on Me, which love it or hate it, it might not have been like the best.
Yeah, I thought they did a good job on it, but yeah, it was parts where I felt it could have been better. But I thought they did a fairly decent job, though. So it's one of those things. It's hard to get stories like those too accurate. With Notorious B.I.G. and Pac, it's hard to get their stories accurate. But I thought both of them, Notorious was good. That was my favorite of the two, and then All Eyes on Me I thought was good too. But we definitely need more. And we're gonna talk about some upcoming Wu-Tang stuff too. In a minute. But
well, I was gonna say too. We got Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah, that was really good. That was my favorite when it comes to portraying the artists and all that, because you really had the artists behind it. Dr. Dre was behind it, Ice Cube was behind it, MC Ren, I believe, had a part in it, so they knew exactly how to make sure it came out right. You know what I mean? So
iconic groups in hip hop that really need to have, and actually I think they needed to have a movie before the NWA movie, not to give it disservice. I'm just saying that there should have been three groups that come to mind: Public Enemy.
Oh yeah.
Run DMC.
Oh yeah.
And this group right here that's got their 30th anniversary album that's dropping pretty soon. And actually I'm thinking for what I know, they've been having some problems getting streaming service for that album, because a lot of people wanted this stuff.
Plug 1,
Plug 2,
Plug 1,
3 Feet High and Rising.
Yeah.
De La Soul, clap it up.
Clap
it up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they're 30 years.
Yeah, man.
I'm saying since it's from. Because what? They dropped that what? It was 1989.
Yeah, I think it was right around 89. Yeah. So that would have been 30 years. So that makes sense. That would have been my favorite song from them was Plug Tuning. You know what I mean? Where it was Plug 1, Plug 2, Plug 1. Shoot. I love that, man.
My favorite was I didn't get that album. I had the Stakes Is High album, like they did in '96.
Oh, okay.
They had an argument between the Stakes Is High album and Nas's what's that? Not Illmatic, but the next one. It Is Written.
Oh yeah, it was written.
It was written. They said that kind of started the paradigm shift between like hip hop. Like Nas, It Was Written was pop, which. That was a weird sensation.
I don't think it was pop.
And then De La was more indie. So it was it started like from there on.
Yeah.
Like until then, rap and hip hop was kind of like this. But then it's kind of like when they made those two albums out in '96.
Yeah.
They split and did like a.
I don't think that's a bad thing. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying it's kind of weird. You thinking like. Nas is a popular artist, but he ain't all the way pop though.
Yeah, I think that Nas, he's one of those that he wanted to make sure that. I think he was just more so wanting to make sure he sold, because the first album, Illmatic, although it's kind of a cult classic, it didn't. I don't think it went platinum until like way down the line.
Oh no!
So I think he was more so like, I need this thing to sell, so let me make sure I mix in a little, get some R&B, because that's why he had Lauryn Hill on it, right?
Yeah.
So he, I think he wanted to be hard, but he was like, I need to mix a little bit in there so it doesn't come off just all street like the first one.
It was still. Really,
it was still dope. To me.
It was still a pretty good album.
Yeah.
And it's still a pretty good, But let's go back to De La Soul, because you know what I'm saying. But like, I was listening to the Sway, like, cause they came on Sway. They actually came on Lord Sear today a little bit too. They're actually going to do like some weed strands.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's actually pretty cool.
That's what's up, man.
But they were talking about pretty much how they had a time with Tommy Boy, Tommy Boy Records, and they were basically talking about writing, as now they were releasing the 30th anniversary They may not get royalties for it because of all the samples and stuff that they use, and the record company didn't clear them. The Tommy Boy is devised now, but see, Warren Brothers bought all that property up. And whatever happened as far as like to the hands and stuff that it needed to get to, I guess they discarded De La Soul, which.
That's kind of messed up, though, man. You know
I think that's what it is in a nutshell, y'all. If you get time, check out that interview with Sway in the morning or whatnot with them. Great interview. It's just, but yeah, man, they just doing their thing, man, and they still seem happy, and they're independent now. I think their biggest album that they really done. That made more, as far as doing an independent album, was it Anonymous Nobody?
Oh yeah,
Autonomous Nobody. The one that they crowdfunded a couple years ago.
Yeah,
that was in 2015, I believe.
Yeah, I was gonna say 14 or 13, but you might be right. It might be 15. But yeah, man, I mean, they're still an iconic group, and I mean, I'm glad that they're still doing it because we need them. We need people like them to still keep doing it so that people will, keep that real spirit of hip hop alive.
They've been at it for 30 years.
30 years.
Well,
man.
Probably more than that because you got to think you don't see all the other stuff before then before they got the deal.
Yeah.
I know our audience know that you can't just jump up and make records. Right. You know what I'm saying? And bam, here you go. Sometimes it's a process, especially back in those days.
But for them to still be appreciated is a big deal because, I mean, you got people who just came out like 5 years ago and nobody even cares about you releasing anything no more. You know what I mean? So, it's now in the 2000s and 2010s, your shelf life is about 5 years now. You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, we forgot about you and we're looking for the next hot thing. You know what I mean?
5 years.
Yeah.
Shit, 2 weeks.
I'm just being nice,
Shit.
I'm just being nice.
5 years. Shit, 2 weeks.
I'm just saying,
we consume music like a motherfucker.
I mean, it's just, you gotta, and then they try to come out and stir up some controversy. Like, look at Soulja Boy, he just going making around, stirring up controversy. Drake.
The nigga that got the baby, the hide the baby, the niggas know what
It's like he just going around just spreading controversy, poking buttons. Like, let me see what I can stir up just to get my name relevant. Nobody cares. You know what I mean? You funny, man. But real quick, man, let me just give a shout out to everybody who's checking us out because I see we got viewers on Instagram. So thank y'all for checking us out. And thank y'all for the comments. We got YouTube going. We got Facebook going. Shout out to Dominic. I see you watching. I see Van Buren. Shout out to you.
Brittany.
Brittany. we trying to get Van Buren on the show, but scheduling conflicts. So we're gonna have you on soon enough, my brother, because we want to chop it up with you and just talk some good hip hop.
Quick shout out to our guest last week too, Freshly Snipes. You came through. We appreciate you coming through. We meant to do like a little photo op and stuff, but you know how we do.
Yeah. We gotta do better at that. So we're gonna get it right, y'all. So, but yeah, shout out to Freshly Snipes. We're gonna have him on the show again, man, because dude be cracking me up, man.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
He's hilarious. He's a comedian / actor / just all around. He got a lot going on. So y'all definitely need to be checking for him. We're gonna have, we gotta get my man Reggie Reg up here again.
Yeah.
Because he got a lot going on. We gotta get we gotta get Doda Dawn up here, you know what I mean? Because they're doing big things, you know what I mean? They got a lot of good music out. And that's real hip hop, you know what I mean?
Oh, shout out to King Focus the Truth. He released a new video. Y'all should check that out on YouTube. It is really great.
Okay.
The sampling that he used, like I'm not gonna because I ain't gonna try to blow up the spot, but I love the sample that he used, and it was just great. It really fit the video.
Okay.
So y'all gotta check him out. Focus the Truth.
That's what's up. We gotta definitely do that, and we try to share stuff, on the page for y'all too to check out. So y'all do your best to check that stuff out. And make sure y'all hit the buttons, man. Share.
Share,
We need the shares. We need the shares.
Share it, like it.
Just like Freshly was talking about, we need them shares, yo.
Share.
Like.
Subscribe,
follow.
Remember.
You know, we get ready to get a crowdfunding going on too. We need y'all help so we can get this thing popping.
We do like Umar Johnson, man. I'm gonna say three things 3 times. Brothers and sisters. We need you to share, like, subscribe. I need you to share, like, subscribe. One more time. Share, like, subscribe.
There you go. You heard the man. You heard Umar. We're gonna make a school. We're gonna make a school with Triad Hip Hop.
Yeah. We get a brick and mortar school.
We know that we need y'all. We need y'all to help us.
We gonna get builders to build that shit in 2 months.
We got
so
one.
We need all the carpenters and everything, and then we still need $1 million.
Exactly. We're gonna get some people to work for free and help us build, but we still need y'all money though.
Yeah, man.
But anyway, man. So yeah, man. But yeah, I'm really happy about that De La Soul thing. And speaking of, iconic groups, I would be remiss if I didn't mention our group, Smith and Wesson.
Oh man.
Listen.
Hold on.
We gotta get some of their beats going, man. Listen, if y'all don't know Smith and Wesson, if y'all don't know this beat, something wrong.
Let me tell you.
You might be too young. If you're too young, we'll let you off the hook.
Let me tell you.
But if you in our age group, you should know this.
The first time I heard this album, actually, shout out to my man, what's my man's name? Matt. You know who you are. He was out here. He lives out in California, but he was my homie. Kind of, white boy got in trouble and stuff.
Okay.
He gave me this album.
Oh,
Shine, and he was like, man, it's not even my type of hip hop. He didn't know what type of gym he gave me. This man,
I had that happen before too.
Yeah. So, man, that album really changed my life as far as like listening, the sampling.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the ideas that they had on it too. The cover, the cover they actually got was from Roy Ayers. The first, that all that my man, what's my man name from Chicago? The white boy. That's Muslim. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, with the beard.
We were talking about, and not to call him a white boy, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're talking about though.
But yeah, we were talking, he got that from Roy Ayers, Yeah, so when I saw the little documentary, it's like, oh shoot. But yeah,
I can't remember his name, but he got in trouble with Ghostface at one time, remember?
No, not Action Bronson.
Oh, that's the one.
No, I'm talking about our friend on Facebook.
I'm talking about a real,
real dude.
Okay, I got you. My bad.
You good.
Okay,
not Action Bronson.
I was thinking of Action Bronson.
Action Bronson, come on the show, yo. Chop it up.
But yeah, my bad.
No, you good.
But all right, we're gonna move on. What we moving into?
But no, we gotta tell you though, Smith and Wesson, they has now dropped their first album in 7 years, and this is their 7th album.
Yeah, this is dope, man.
And the jam, man,
it's dope.
At Ocean Drive,
it's dope, man. Man, listen, so the album is called The All, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they got a song there called Ocean Drive with Music Soul Child
and Rhapsody.
So
killing it.
You already know, just by those 2 names being on the song, you know it's gonna be hot.
Have you listened to the intro?
I just
they have an intro track, and it is just slamming it. And they had, like, at the end of it, they had Minister Farrakhan speak. They got a little track because they actually were talking about that today. They actually met him at Prodigy's funeral.
Wow!
So they started communicating and actually talking to him. And that's when they started to get the that sample cleared.
Rest in peace to Pete.
Yeah, both P's, Sean Price and Prodigy. Dang, yeah.
There's a YouTube video out there with both of them freestyling in the studio. It's dope too. I think they go back and forth. Prodigy, then Sean P, and back and forth. That's dope, man.
They both kind of came out of that same camp around the 90s. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because Havoc actually produced some of this stuff on like Black Moon's album, his first one.
Yeah.
Enter the Sage.
Havoc is a dope producer, man. And speaking of him, he did a song on the new Method album.
Oh,
Meth Lab, he did a song with him. He produced it, and I think he rapped on it too. But I heard the beat, and it sounded like classic Havoc. You know what I mean? It's got that dope, laid back boom bap. You know what I mean? It's hot, man. So Havoc be doing big things. So shout out to Havoc. You know what I mean? For Mobb Deep. You know, we definitely hope to still hear some more music from you, man, because Havoc can drop them solo joints. You know what I mean? Yeah. It ain't the same with RP, but he's still good enough to drop them solo joints.
Oh yeah.
So he got some of the dopest rhymes. You know what I mean? Both of them. But it's been times when I was like, yo, Havoc just killed that whole song, yo. Crazy. So yeah, they kind of tossed it back and forth. Sometimes you be like, yo, Prodigy was the one that killed that. The next thing you know, it's like, nah, Havoc killed this one though. So that's an iconic group right there, man. But y'all definitely check out Smith & Wesson's new album, man. It's called The All. And you know, you can't say that real hip hop is not readily available, man, because we giving y'all the information every week.
Clap it up for Smith & Wesson.
Clap it up, man. Clap it up, man. So, you know, it sounds dope from what I heard. You know, I heard the track with Rhapsody. So that one, it's got a dope, super dope beat.
Yeah, this is like...
I mean, as soon as the beat came on, I was just nodding my head, just holding it like, whoa.
See,
you know what I mean?
And one thing I like about the music, this is kind of going back to like painting landscapes with your music. This is like you can actually see them driving the car top down, going to the ocean.
Man,
like you felt like I felt that.
Listen.
I felt like I was there, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, them dudes know how to paint a picture, man, and they still got it. You know what I mean? That's what's dope. They just still got it.
And that's one thing that the one of the callers was calling in. They said, you know, y'all old school, but y'all don't really sound old. Like Tekken still sound like Tekken still.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a lot of artists like that. You know what I mean? Think about Black Thought and how long he been in the game. Man. I mean, he still sound like he just murdering it.
Yeah, fresh.
Like he fresh. Yeah, man. So it's like when I be hearing people like that, I'm like, yo, this is so dope, man. So dope. KRS still out there, you know, ripping up the road. He be touring all over. So he still be battling people, you know what I mean? And be killing it. So
yeah, I wouldn't walk up, love him or hate him. I wouldn't walk up and carry him.
Right.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna battle you, son.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that.
There's been people who do that too.
Fuck
and they
that.
got embarrassed. They got embarrassed. So yeah, I mean, I've seen that happen with KRS. I've seen that happen with Busta Rhymes, and they got embarrassed. So, you know, don't sleep on them legends like that. You know what I mean? Because they be thinking, oh, he old. He don't know what he talking about.
I tell you who else I wouldn't battle.
Who?
Kane.
Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that. Kane still got it. He still be touring the hell out the country, man. And
them old rappers using them words, and then they got experience too.
Yeah.
Shit.
Did you get a chance to check out the episode of Drink Champs with Redman this week?
Now I've been seeing it pop up, and I've been meaning to watch. I've been meaning to catch up and catch it. I wouldn't fuck with Redman.
Yeah. That's what made me think about that.
That nigga crazy.
He talked about that. He talked about that on the show. He was like, yeah. He said Biz Markie used to take him around town and let him battle people. He was like, yo, I used to air niggas out. He was like, yo, everywhere we went, he said they got to the point where people was complaining, like, dude, just stop. We had enough. You know, get him off the stage. He killing everybody. You know what I mean? So Red was like, he said he used to go around and because they were talking about Queens. You know, Nori is from Queens, and Redman said that he stayed in Queens for a good while.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that the I'll Be That video was actually shot in Queens, and I forgot about that. But they said something in there in the episode that I want to know more about. Because Nori was like, that was the time when you and Mobb Deep kind of had a little static.
Mm-hmm.
And Red was like, yeah. And then Nori was like, yeah, when you did that I'll Be That video, you know, you sent like a little ill message to Queens. And Red was like, yeah, I did. And I was like, I don't remember that. And I went back and listened to the song and I watched the video and I couldn't pick up on what they were talking about. So now I'm like, what is these niggas talking about? I don't even remember him really saying anything that indicated he was like kind of going at Queens a little bit, you know, because of the whole Mobb Deep situation. So
actually it was crazy. They was having beef. Now I do know that they was having beef when they were doing I Shot You. They was having beef then. Him and Keith Murray.
That was him and Keith Murray.
Yeah.
See, I think what it is, if I remember correctly, it started with Prodigy was trying to diss Redman. But then Keith Murray got into it and it became a Keith Murray and Prodigy thing. So Redman kind of backed off, like, I'm gonna let my mans take care of you.
And then actually if you listen to that interlude on the second album, the Infinite, and he's talking about, y'all they're talking about this little space house
That's
shit.
What I'm talking about.
That's what he was alluding to.
That was about Redman.
Yeah.
Because Redman had a song called Cosmic Slop or something. And so it was, the whole title was this like spaced out thing, and so I think they even did like weird voices on the song or something like that. So that's what kind of, and Prodigy just kind of was poking at that, like, that was corny to him, I guess. So he was like, yeah, doing all this spaced out stuff, blah blah blah. And he said something else too. I think it was on that same album. It was something where he took a stab at the whole squad. He was like, the audience ready to clap at any squad that's deaf or something like that. So that kind of sparked it. But I think Keith Murray, because him and Prodigy got into a physical fight, it wound up becoming a Keith Murray and Prodigy thing, and Redman just kind of left it alone.
Yeah, so I don't know if they squashed their beef before he died, but I know they were beefing for a long time.
Yeah,
like they were like in the 2000s.
Yeah,
beefing.
If you listen
like
to I
late 2000 beef
on I Shot You, Prodigy took a shot at Keith Murray, and LL kind of cut it out. You know what I mean? Because Prodigy, he said these faggot kids feeling guilty about this space shit. Truth hurts, baby girl. Just face it.
Oh yeah.
So he made another comment about the whole spaced out shit, And so Keith Murray didn't really say nothing about him because Prodigy had recorded his after Keith Murray, So Keith Murray had already laid down his vocals, so he was like, "Yo, that's kind of messed up. You going to throw a shot at me and I ain't even know." You know what I mean? So that was kind of ill, So. But anyway.
And in that video, they were really throwing shots at Tupac.
Right.
But they were throwing shots at each other. Hey, like, damn. That shit was crazy.
LL still denies that to this day. Like, nah, that song wasn't about Tupac. Nigga, please. We know.
I shot you.
Exactly. I shot you. I mean, it's a direct relation to who shot you. And he basically saying, all right, nigga, you want to know who shot you? I did it. And then the next dude step up, nah, nigga, I shot you. You know what I mean? That's why he got Prodigy on there, because remember Prodigy and Mobb Deep and Tupac had beef.
Yep.
And then LL, because Pac was talking junk about LL. And then who else was on the song? It was Foxy Brown, but she was new, so she didn't really take no shots. And then Fat Joe, I don't remember if he had any issues with Pac or not, but I think Pac might have mentioned him in the whole LL diss, because remember Pac was like, yeah, any of these legends, I'll destroy him. I know Rakim style, I'll destroy him. I know LL, I'll destroy him. You know what I mean? So I think that's why LL did it, because he made direct references to the West Coast. He was like, in LA they gang bang, but if you touch your mic, your motherfucking ass hang.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So he was talking about Pac. So you know what I mean? So it's like, dude, you can deny it all you want. We know what you were doing. So, but yeah. Anyway, I could talk about that all day, man. That's my joint right there.
But yeah, man.
Who shot you? Which, by the way, is not about Tupac. Because people from this day and age, they still think that that's about Tupac, and it wasn't. You know what I mean? It just coincidentally sounded like that. I think that's why he made I Shot You, because he was just like, this is so stupid. You know what I mean? You want to blame somebody, blame me. I'm directly coming for you. Anyway, my bad.
Nah, that's all good.
That's just a crazy situation for me.
So, you said that you was going to talk about the
50 Cent thing?
Yeah, we can talk about the 50
Cent. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of, it supposedly it happened a while back. You know, I think it was like the sometime in 2018 or something like that. The one of the commanders at the police precinct in New York, you know, said something about 50 Cent, and you know, we took it literal. So I'm gonna read the article to y'all. All right, so hold on one second. All right, so a Brooklyn precinct commander is being investigated by the NYPD for allegedly threatening the celebrity's life. Talking about 50 Cent. He told his officers at one of his roll calls, quote unquote, shoot him on sight. Deputy Inspector Emmanuel Gonzalez, the commanding officer of the 72nd Precinct in Sunset Park, allegedly made the threat last June when the actor and rapper was expected to attend the NYPD sanctioned boxing match in the Bronx. So 50 Cent was supposed to do an event with them in the Bronx with the NYPD, like a little celebrity boxing thing or something. And so during a roll call inside the 72nd Precinct, Gonzalez told his officers if they saw 50 Cent at the boxing match, which was known as the Smoker, they should shoot him on sight. And so the inspector just said that the roll call, no, he said, I'm sorry, somebody else said, the inspector just said that at a roll call. And I'm like, what the, you know? So no one recorded the incident, and Gonzalez tried to pass it off as a bizarre joke, but the matter made its way to police headquarters, which launched a probe. So basically, you know, he's saying, you know, I didn't really mean it like that. I was just kind of joking.
Who jokes like that? Yeah,
who jokes like that? You don't
who jokes like that? That's stupid as hell. And knowing that these people, you know what I'm saying, they got that type of power and stuff. It's kind of crazy, like a guy that's known for running with police, you gonna shoot that guy?
Yeah, people turning against you, Phil. You know what I mean? But, you know.
Really don't like that guy, man.
Really don't like that guy.
Really don't like that guy.
But yeah, man. That's kind of unfortunate, you know, because he can capitalize off that. You know, even though the dude might have been joking, I don't know, but that's something you don't just say in jest. You know what I mean? You don't do that. So, you know, I now he's being investigated, this commander at the NYPD in Brooklyn. So, kind of brought that on yourself. You know what I mean? So, but did you? I know you saw the clip. I think you might have. Did you? Was it you that posted it? And I know this is odd that I'm bringing this up because it's Ja Rule, but he was doing a recent concert, and he comes on stage and he's like, "Yeah, this is a '90s concert, so I don't know why they invited me because I'm a 2000 artist." And then the crowd was just silent. Nobody was saying that. He was thinking he was going to hype up the crowd, and then he was like, "Yeah, well, my album did come out in '99, so technically, I guess I am a '90s artist." And then he was just kind of looking around, like, and nobody was like getting hype or nothing. And then he was like, "All right, we're gonna get it started." He was like, "DJ, are you ready? 1, 2, 3." More silence. The DJ wasn't even ready, and he was just sitting there like, "Oh man."
Shit.
Somebody posted it on our Try Hip Hop page.
Yo, that's funny. Yo, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So that was hilarious. It's like Ja Rule, 50 don't even have to talk about you. You making yourself look bad. No, I think the whole Fire Festival kind of ruined it for him.
So. Really don't like that guy. Really don't like that guy.
Nobody really just wants to hear nothing from Ja Rule.
But the thing of it is, that's stupid because really, if you go back and look at Ja Rule, he did songs with Mike Geronimo.
Yeah, he did. He's done songs with a lot of people.
Mike Geronimo, he did that, you know, the murder freestyle. I mean, the murder thing. Well, it wasn't a freestyle.
Yeah,
but you know, I'm talking about
mixtape, I think.
Yeah, but you know, him, Jay, and X, which I think X killed that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, you know, John, man, listen, John, if he would have just allowed himself to stay relevant, he'd have been all right. But right now, you messed up, man. You stayed away for like freaking 15 years or something like that. And then when you come back, you know, you doing this whack Fire Festival.
What would it be without you?
Right.
Baby.
So he messed himself up, man. I think he just stayed away too long. And then when he came back, you did something that just backfired so bad. So your timing is just bad, you know. Meanwhile, 50 Cent ain't even doing nothing and he blowing up. People throwing death threats at him, and it's making him look good. You know what I mean? So
that trash still on top. You know? Everything I do, I'm still on top. Really don't like that guy.
Really don't like that.
Really don't like that guy.
Looks like we got Doe the Don watching.
Joe,
what up,
Joe?
Doe? So we appreciate you, man. We're gonna have you live on the show, maybe remotely, since I know you're not here. I think you were in the Midwest, if I remember correctly. I want to say maybe Kansas City, but you know, man, your songs is universal, man. I give you shout outs, man, because everything I hear, I love it, man. So shout out to you, Doe the Don. If y'all don't know, y'all need to check out some of his music. So it's Doe the Don, Doe Dough, and the Don Dadon, and you'll find him on YouTube, Facebook, pretty much everywhere. So we're gonna definitely try to get you, you know, on a video conference with one of us, with one of our episodes. So,
real
but
quick.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go say real quick, and then because you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have to wrap it up. So go ahead and talk to us about the Wu-Tang.
All right, so Wu-Tang. Some of y'all might remember a couple weeks ago, I told y'all about an upcoming Wu-Tang documentary that's going to be on Showtime Network. It's called Of Mics and Men, where they're doing an actual documentary about the life of the Wu-Tang and how iconic they are and the impact that they made on the culture. But we've now found out there's also another one on Hulu as well coming up. And it's about Wu-Tang. Now, this one with Hulu is called Wu-Tang: An American Saga. And it's going to be what they call a docu-series. So they're actually it's gonna be parts, like kind of like the R. Kelly thing. And so they're actually gonna have people portraying the Wu-Tang in the Hulu version. So, you know, but Wu-Tang is behind the project, so they are making sure that it comes out right.
Why the hell Hulu not because why the hell Hulu just copying everybody? Like
Hulu
like, Netflix got that Fire Festival? Oh, we got that shit over here too. Oh,
right.
Word? Oh, Showtime got Wu-Tang?
We got
Wu-Tang too. Matter of fact, we throwing up W's right now.
Right. They probably call Wu-Tang immediately. I heard you doing something with Showtime. We need you. We need you.
Yeah,
come
we need
over
you on
here.
here. We know y'all ain't nothing to fuck with, so we just
Hulu, I mean, they cool, but yeah, y'all a little late. But I'm glad that they're doing it. I'm interested to see how that comes out. You know, if the people who they get actually portray Wu-Tang in the proper way. You know, because they got some different mentalities. You got Old Dirty. I think the only person who can really pull that off is his son.
I'm about to say the same thing.
It's gonna be hard.
Oh, shout out my man Vader Boris. He showed that picture of him because he's in a rock group, but he actually met up with like his with ODB's son.
Okay,
it was a cool pic, man.
That's
really
what's up,
cool.
man. Shout out to Vader Boris for that, man. Being able to do that, man. We gotta, you know, we're gonna have some more celebrity interviews soon enough. If y'all don't know, we had an iconic interview with DMC from Run DMC last summer, was it?
Fall.
Was it fall? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was dope, you know, so we enjoyed doing that, and you know, hopefully we'll get to do some more celebrity interviews, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, so definitely look for those. The Wu-Tang is doing it big. They're going to be on Showtime, Of Mics and Men, and then Hulu, Wu-Tang: An American Saga. So definitely check that out, man. But yeah, I think we're going to pretty much close it out, you know what I mean? Because we just want to drop some gems in your ear. Don't forget to check out the Smith & Wesson album.
Yeah. Y'all really need to do that. You'll be doing yourself a favor.
Yeah, man. And keep your eye out on that De La Soul upcoming project, because we need to support that. You know what I mean? That group is iconic, and they've done it big. I remember the joint they did with remember they had Redman in the video. That was my joint. Had Rod Digger in the video too.
Man, that was
kind of a Wizard of Oz tribute. So that was dope, you know what I mean? So I think wasn't the Redman playing the Wizard? Yeah, he was playing the Wizard.
I don't remember the video. It's been so long.
Yeah, because like Rod Digger was playing Dorothy, and what's my man? And Ponce the Noose, I think it was playing the Tin Man, and Mace was the Lion, and Red was the Wizard. You know what I mean? It was funny. You know, y'all need to go back and check that out. De La Soul is called Ooh. So definitely check that out. But yeah, so did you got anything you want to drop real quick before we go?
Oh, speaking of De La Soul, Public Enemy, Wu-Tang Clan are going to be touring together. I think it's called Gaza.
Oh,
I think we plugged it. I think we plugged it one time.
Did we plug that? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think we did, but that's Gaza. I think it's Gaza on the mic or something like that.
Okay.
Gaza MIC.
Man,
but yeah,
they better not come through here because take my whole paycheck. I'll pay for that.
Shoot, man.
You know what I mean? So
I gotta start selling plasma and semen.
You know.
Oh, they know we want the semen. Got a whole cup full of semen. Like, I'm gonna get the semen.
Right. We need you to stop coming back every day.
Man.
We bought enough from
I keep skeeting it out.
We got enough to supply the whole city with little Howie.
You little fucking Howie.
So yeah, we can't pay you enough. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
But yeah, man, we definitely. I would love to see that. Oh, real quick. I don't know if I shared this with you, but DJ Premier and DJ Premier and what's the other DJ? Ninth Wonder.
I was about to say Ninth Wonder.
Yeah, they're gonna be in Raleigh coming up soon.
Okay, that's what's
So
up.
I might try to see that. I think it's either this weekend coming up or the next weekend, but they're gonna be in Raleigh. It's DJ Premier's event, but he's gonna have Ninth Wonder there.
That's what's up.
And Ninth Wonder is from here, so that's kind of dope. So
no Cackalack doing things, man.
Big things.
Shout
So
out to
yeah,
Shout
man.
out to Rhapsody. Shout out to J. Cole, man.
Mm-hmm.
Doing things.
So, but thanks everybody again for checking us out live on Instagram. We appreciate your love and comments. YouTube, we appreciate your love and comments. Facebook, we appreciate your love.
We everywhere.
Share it. Please share it. And help us reach a broader audience because we trying to do it big. We trying to spread from North Carolina all the way around the globe.
Trying to spread it like mayonnaise.
Yo, we gonna leave that with a load on a high note. But for Trying Hip Hop Podcast, it's your man Kurt Dog,
and I'm Howie,
and we gonna see y'all on the next go round.
Hey.